Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Baba Is You. I feel like I was maybe laboring under a false assumption yesterday. I sat down to look at this and immediately realized that for some reason yesterday I had been assuming that it was not, just making rock is you and then having the rock come down here was not going to be safe, because as soon as we moved the rock into this position we'd get rock is defeat and we would lose the rock. But for some reason, it just didn't occur to me that when we made rock is you, we would unmake rock is word, which makes this move totally safe. So we make rock is you. Once we move into this box, we're trapped in here. But we make rock is you, so the rock can move around. The rock can come over here, and we can move it into this spot to make rock is flag. Remake rock is word. Once we've done that, it becomes the flag. And then we can't go to it, but we can make not rock is you. Yeah, right? And we can't push the word not in right now because it would lock us out of the box, but we can do it once we have the rock. Easy. Oops, I probably shouldn't push that way. Maybe we could, there we go. You know what I love is having multiple bodies. Okay, so we have to sync our movement a little bit here though, right? How do I actually want to do this? No, the rock moves at the same time. Here we go. There, okay. I feel like that shouldn't be so hard after all these hours of doing it. Alright, so now we make rock as word. We gotta retrieve the word. Too many words, and not enough of them are word. Actually, I cannot get my knot. And there wasn't a way we could have done this differently, right? Because we couldn't have pushed the knot and you up at the same time, or we wouldn't have been able to enter the room behind them, and if we had moved the rock up onto the belt, we would not have been able to get it back, so I guess this is maybe not actually the solution. You know, we had like 90% of the things that needed to happen were clear to me, and so I feel a little bit better, actually, about this puzzle not being 100% trivial, though, in terms of not solving it quickly yesterday. So wait, okay. It seems like we cannot get a second word into the room. If we run you up there first, we get control of the rock, and we have the ability to move the rock into the other room. But we can't access the knot, and if we move the knot up there first, what does that even let us do? Not rock is word, which makes like the walls word. Although actually, we could also just make wall is word in there if we want. If we want that to be the case. And I know we were thinking about, if we don't have to use the knot to make wall is word, can we actually? Is there a place where we can do wall is not wall? And just delete the walls? No, because the problem is still the very small number of is's we have available, right? If we were to come up here and do wall is word, it's extremely not what I wanted. Clumsy. Okay. If we do wall is word, then what? We have a wall is right here. We have a couple of is's down here that we could do something with. This is defeat is pretty weird. Is there something we can do with wall is? Well, no, we can't push words down into this room, though, because of the way the stuff is lined up. If I had brought the word rock, or if I brought the word you with me, we could do wall is you and wall is rock, but neither one of those things work. Obviously, like over here, we could shove this up and make rock is flag. Not super helpful. Or wall is flag, rather. We could push the word flag down first and make wall is... Oh no, I can't get the not in there. We can make not wall is flag. No, that's pretty bad, because we need... In order for that to be the case, in order for that to work, we need not rock is you, or I guess not wall is you. Which we can actually do. Yeah, hold on a second. Actually, not wall is you makes our other solution totally work, right? When I was going to end the puzzle by doing not rock is you, we could just do not wall is you in the same place. And everything else about the solution is the same, I think. So rock is you, we gotta get the rock over here. I don't really have a plan for execution. I just did this too. You would think it would have stuck how I was supposed to do it. Okay, up, down. There we go. Now we retrieve some words, because clumsy. There we go. Alright. Rock is word, then wall is word, then not wall is you. Okay. There we go. Like I said, like I keep saying, we get there eventually. And then we haven't even really spent any time on this one yet. I'm pretty happy that there's only one puzzle left here. I think we can probably clean this up if we can just figure this out. So why do they start you like this? It's easy enough to push the rock into the water, but like, why make you do that at the beginning of the puzzle? Nothing actually changes based on my movement here. I don't know, that's weird. Well, whatever. Let's just remember that they had us do that in case it becomes relevant. So what's like the core issue here? Obviously, we're going to break Fungus's push. Door on me is wall. So when we walk through here, we break Fungus's push. But we need all of the fungi and all of the rocks to be push in order to get through the rivers to Baba. And we have this little teleport room with some words in it. So, I mean, we have the ability to make Fungus's push out here, though, right? The words are floating, but the objects are not. So if we need both rock and fungus to be pushed at the same time, the way this area is constructed is a little awkward, because it means we can't just put the push there and make the two phrases. We have an is. So if we push the is push over, then we can make Fungus's push here half of the time. Which means that it doesn't matter that we disable Fungus's push there. We still need rock to be pushed, but we can just do the same thing with the rock, right? Actually, because of the fact that the text is float and won't teleport, can't we just do this? Now they're both push, half of the rock is always push and the fungus is push half of the time, except I can't get out of this room anymore. Well, that's probably a bad way to do that, because it makes us a little awkward to recover. I guess I could have recovered this. Okay, so I mean, if we just... Alright, let me reset the puzzle here. If we push the rock onto the teleporter first... Can we do rock is... We can't bring any of the text through the teleport. I was gonna say we could just do like rock is word and fungus is word and then have the fungus and the rock both on the teleporter. Because as soon as one of them is not push... Right, if we go through here and we disable rock as push... Oh! The rock and the fungus are both defeat. Okay. I don't think that matters a lot. It just means I have to be a little bit more careful. But right now I can just walk through this like this. And fungus is push. Okay. And then we make is push. And we just use it. Okay. We use this thing to make. I need to be a little more careful how I retrieve this because we want to be very careful when we walk onto the teleporter. But right now we can make rock is word, fungus is word. Okay, I don't know if that was the only solution, but I think this will work. It doesn't mean we're gonna have to pass the turn a lot during the actual pushing portion of this. Okay. Wait, push. Push, wait, push. Yeah, it'll work. It's a little clumsy, but it'll work. Hey, look at... Nope. Didn't wait enough. It's remarkable how even after we've done all of the things, I still managed to find a way to die. Okay, I think that's an actual closed area. We did it. One more big flower. There's so many different levels of flowers and stuff. Okay. It's starting to look better and better. So that was 8. Is the volcano 9? The volcano is 9. Okay, sorry for a little bit of a jump cut there. Something came up that had to be dealt with suddenly. But I'm back. Everything's fine here now. How are you? So we're here in this volcano, and I'm noticing that it is explicitly telling us that lava is hot. There was a time when I thought that was just, you know, the game being cute, but now one has to wonder, right? We'll keep an eye out. I'm fairly sure none of these levels had the word level in them. I don't think so. I don't think we had seen the word level until we got to the place beyond the northern gate, right, where we turned our first level into Baba. We'll just let's work out these levels bit by bit, and we'll see. We'll look for an opportunity to do something weird. It may well be the case that if there is an opportunity to do something cool here and turn a level into a thing, it might be in an extra level that we haven't unlocked yet because there's stuff that is still uncompleted. Alright, so what are we doing here? Rock on key is flag, key is swap. Okay. So I remember doing the beginning of this. I remember using the bat to free the key from its little corner over here. And then... we just gotta push the rock down and bring the key to it, right? Why does this not work? Is this puzzle actually super easy? Okay, you know what I was about to do? I was about to push rock up here and then is push up here and just build rock is push on the other side so we can push the rock down. But I'm realizing that if I do that, I'm not going to be able to push the rock onto the key. Any attempt to do so is going to end up with the key just swapping places with the rock. So the rock has to be rock is push for a while, and then you have to break it somehow. How would we do that? I mean, this is all, like, pretty unimportant because we can't get the key to the other side of the phrase rock is push anyway. I mean, how far over can I swap the key? Just in case we do need the word bat, let's leave that there. I can't imagine we will. So like I can swap the key over to here like this. And then we run into a little bit of an issue. But okay, I can get the key further down if I use the words. So like if we do one of these. Nope, that gets it to exactly the same place. This isn't going to make a difference, right? Yeah, it's... In fact, that's moving it less than I was moving it before. And we might be able to do a thing like if I make rock is push when the rock is not... If I make a rock is push with the rock in the middle of the word, I'm not going to be able to do anything other than just push the whole thing upward, which obviously is not super helpful. It is not... Boy, whatever the thing is that I'm supposed to be seeing here, I am not seeing it. Alright, maybe I'm screwing up at the beginning. Maybe it is not a good idea for the bat to be pushed into the corner. If we bring the rock over here... Okay, as we saw with the words, you can swap a key onto an object that is push as long as you use a string of objects to move it around. So, if we have the word bat and the word rock together... Okay, we're gonna build rock is push up above the rock. We're going to push the rock out, and then we're going to use the word bat and the rock to move the key through the group of objects as we were just doing with the words. And it's going to totally work flawlessly. Fingers crossed. What is the right way to do this? Hold on. So the thing is, I need to... Oh, this is actually a problem. So I guess, hold on, I think I need to have gotten the key out first, because, yeah, I think I need to have gotten the key out first, because otherwise, there's no way to get it over to the rock, because we're going to have to do the assembly over here against this wall, I think. Alright, so what am I doing? This is the wrong word to start with. Listen, I'm sure the order of the words doesn't matter. We've certainly never seen a puzzle that was reliant on the order of the words. Okay, I think fingers crossed that we've got this one. There's still actually a lot of puzzles left to do in this area, so... I'm not saying we're definitely planning to get them all done now, but yeah, wouldn't it be neat? Okay, so we swap the key over to here. And then this works, right? I think. Aha! Okay. See, sometimes just mindlessly playing around leads to valuable insights. In fact, I might go so far as to wager that that's how most valuable insights are arrived at. That and falling asleep on your lab table after dramatically overworking yourself, if movies about science are to be believed. Okay, Baba is group, group is you. We got the word rock, wall and rock is stop, flag is win. The problem with bats is their defeat. So, I'm trying to remember here. If an object is you and defeat, it just destroys those objects, right? It doesn't make you fail the level. I'm thinking it might be the case that we can make bat part of group. Although we don't have a lot of ises. That's fine. I'm sure sure we can figure this out. So let's do... I mean, rock is you should work for the moment, right? We just want to get the word bat out. Okay. Oh, the rock is stop, though. Those probably can't be there. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I can, at the very least, make it so one of them is less of a problem. And maybe we can work with that. Actually, I bet I need that spot. Because I'm just thinking, like, we could do... How would we fix this? Because I'm thinking, it's not a big deal that we don't have a lot of is's necessarily. If we were to do, like, Baba is group, group is you, we also need bat is group. So if we did, like, Baba is group, and then bat here, so bat is also group, we'd be in an okay spot. But how are we supposed to do that right now? Alright, hold on. Let me reset. We're gonna have to move this whole phrase, which I guess we can do. If we do rock is you, we can move the phrase while that's true. And so we're gonna need this space to be clear, but it's actually okay for a rock to be at the bottom here. So we want to push this like that, so when we fix it, the rock moves up. Okay. So first we retrieve the word bat. Secondly, we just do all this nonsense now, right? I don't know. I guess I don't have to move very much. Oh wait, hold on. That's actually going to get a little screwed up by when we push group upward. This is going to get a little weird. How do we fix that? Well, because when we push up, it's gonna say Baba rock group is you, and we're going to not have anything be you. So, I mean, I guess actually, as long as the phrase is on this line, we're okay, right? So we can do this, and then Baba can move the word rock out of the way, and then yeah. Once we've done this much of it, Baba can move. I can move the phrase with one body. Okay. So time to test. Yes, it does just destroy the objects that are you and defeat. It does not destroy the entire level. I feel like we're making real good progress these last couple episodes. Automaton, always a nightmare. Box is box, me is me. There's a lot going on here. Oh, I kind of vaguely remember this. Trying to move objects around to step on things. Okay, so group is group, Baba is you. The ice has the flag. Right now, that doesn't matter. But eventually, the ice will be melt, and something will be hot. And so our goal is to get something in here. So what is the best way to do this? Well, it seems to me we're going to need multiple bodies here. So Baba is group, group is you, and then maybe this is not a good way to do this. Because this does not make it easy to continue to play with the qualities. Like, what exactly are we trying to do here? When we make me is you, when me becomes part of group, then we make a pretty easy walk over here, but by the time we do this, one of the me's already has to be in the area, right? Because otherwise the statue is going to make that impossible. And at some point we have to end up with something is hot, which could be either Box or Baba. It doesn't really matter, I think. Yeah, it should be the case that whatever we can get in there will be good enough. So if we do... Okay, if we do Box is group here, like that, now we can break up the Baba is group thing and reassemble these words elsewhere. So let's just grab everything and push it up to the zone where we can actually interact with it safely. Okay, so we end up with... I'm trying to visualize exactly what needs to happen here. We end up with... something is hot and is group? Wait, can we do that? When the thing becomes hot, we can push from below, we can push an is up here, but actually we can't put the word group there. There's no way to push the blocks around to make that happen. So... yeah, that seems like a real problem. So once the thing is hot, it's no longer possible to manipulate it. No, okay, so it has to be the word group. It has to be group is hot, then. So you end up doing, like, Baba is group, Box is group, like this. I'm putting the word group over here. And then we manipulate one of the objects into this space, cut it off of the group, replace it with me, and then just undo that after we do the thing, right? So, like, Box, go ahead and get up here. Pull you out of the group for a sec. Then I gotta, once, as ever, carefully move my multiple bodies around. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I do not remember why I did not have that solution before. Was it that... This is part of what's kind of a bummer about this, and coming back through these and just seeing them, is that it makes me, like... It does make me feel a little bad about the fact that I didn't get that before, and I don't know why. Was I having trouble with this part? Like, had I not figured out that it had to be group is hot, and... I wonder if I just, like, hadn't shaped this part of it right. It's a little weird, I think, that we haven't unlocked any other extra worlds. I'm starting to lose hope about this lava is hot thing. I mean, it can't just be there, right? Okay, this is a little more dramatic. So that door is stop. It is not shut, but it could be shut. It could be shut later. And then we have this whole situation down here. So we have to get up there to make flag is win, and then we somehow have to open the door. Okay, text is always push, even when text is explicitly not push. So the way this is built, you can obviously do a door is open, something is not shut. But how is something being not shut valuable? If we had a pair of nots, we could do like not X is not shut. And then that would at least... No, that wouldn't do anything. Never mind. It would just make a whole lot of the objects not shut. Yeah, this is a problem. How do we make something shut here? Because obviously it's pretty important. The door is stop, and there's no way to fix that the way this is assembled. Nothing other than the flag can be win. I am a little surprised that text is not push has no effect at all. That's pretty strange. I mean, obviously, if it worked the way it looks like it ought to work, this puzzle would be impossible, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised exactly. Wait a minute. Why does that happen? So text is always pushable, but when text is not push, it doesn't have collision in the same way as usual? That's interesting. We've done a lot of levels under the assumption that text is always push, but it looks like maybe that was not 100% correct. Maybe text can always be moved by pushing it, but it has some like unusual movable property that can be partially negated in this way. That's fascinating, actually. So that would allow us to easily put objects or put text on top of other text. How would we use that? Is there a way to use that? So, okay. Door is open. Not anything is... No, that doesn't work. I was thinking, like, if we do not rock is shut and door is open, that would cause the door to self-obliterate. Something is not shut is not helpful. And I'm assuming we can't compress meaning. Like, in fact, we've seen that here, right? This does not mean the same thing as text is not push. So... But... it does allow us to do something interesting, like... if we want not text is shut... Well, it can't be text, right? Because we can't quite assemble that. But we could put an is here for door is open to use, and also an object is on top of an object. Actually, text is what we want there, right? Does this work the way I want it to? Let's find out. So we want to build not text is shut. Everything lit up. That looks like it might be legitimate. Yeah, wow. Interesting. I can't believe... I mean, I guess text stacking obviously is not a new thing, but I can't believe we've never seen that version of it elsewhere. I guess maybe we have. Maybe we've had the opportunity to do that in other places, and I've stacked the text in different ways because I didn't realize this was even an option that we had available to us. Okay, well that's interesting. So then... what else can we do with that? That's super weird, man. So we need to somehow get out there to make flag is win. And then come back in here and do other stuff. But how? But how to do that? If text is not push, that doesn't let me... No, it totally does let me just move through it. Okay, well that seems like it Right, it does. It does cause some other problems, I suppose. It also means I can just do, like, this stuff. Hold on, I probably don't want to do that way. Probably want to do it this way. Okay. So now we have additional words, too. We still can't maneuver anything through the corner. Not that we need to. Is there a way that I could make this work? I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to push. I guess now that rock is not push, I could just... Wait, why is... Oh, because... No, wait, why is rock push now? It's certainly not the case that rock is push anymore. Text is not push, shouldn't be having an effect here. Wall is not push. Huh. Why is that getting shoved instead of us just walking over it? Am I missing something? Oh, Baba is shift. That's why the... I feel real dumb. I just totally didn't notice this, and I thought we were witnessing some new behavior of... Criminy. Because of the fact that... because of the fact that my schedule got a little interrupted, and I ended up... I'm recording this much later in the day than I usually record Baba Is You. I'm blaming that. I'm blaming that it's much later in the day, and my brain is already more tired from having to deal with day stuff. The important thing is that somehow that ended up with us figuring out what the actual solution is, despite the fact that that's an embarrassing way to have to come up with it. So, it was... Sorry, no, the is goes down first. Yeah, just a tiny bit embarrassing. To be perfectly honest with you, this freaks me out way more than just, like, not being good at solving the puzzles in terms of, like, being embarrassed in front of a lot of people. What a bummer. And there really is only one extra level, huh? Unless more open up off of this. But I feel like usually if you're getting a block of them, don't they unlock at the same... I mean, like, doesn't the shape get drawn at the same time? I don't remember. Alright, coronation. Please, coronate me. Love to be coronetoed. Kiki is you, lava and rock is defeat. Don't step on it. Text is push, rock is win, and we gotta swap. So... we can use pushing the line of text under the rock to do the thing. Seems pretty straightforward. Obviously, text is push is not accomplishing a lot for us here. So the idea is... so when rock is defeat and win, it's real important you don't touch it. So we have to do text is win... and use swap shenanigans to end up with text on top of us? Is that how we do this? I mean, this is just going to push the rock on my head. That'll show me. But if I were to... how do I end up with text on me right now? Because the rock can't be push and swap. We cannot assign multiple traits to one thing. We only have one is. So it's got to be like rock is push, text is swap. And we've got to move things in such a way that the text becomes win. Is that right? Oh, I mean, obviously, if I disable the text is swap, that does change things a little bit. Right, so if we did something like this and made text is win at the same time. How would we... I'm trying to figure this out. How would we... Because in order for something like this to work, the space that the rock is on has to already have text on it. Like, it would have to say text is swap, right? And then we would push down on the rock. So the rock has to... We gotta do this. We gotta make rock is not push. Oh wait, no, and now I have to push the text down here. Damn it. Stupid text is swap. Here we go. And now this'll work, right? Because the word swap will get swapped into this space and the word win will get swapped onto me. Yeah. That one took a second for me to puzzle it through. Huh. Really? There's no... I mean, I don't want to go in and look at every level again, but also I actually kind of do. Just making sure that the word level is not used in any of these. We got the area complete. I guess there's nothing else to it. But, I mean, does it really just say lava is hot here so as to be cute? It feels like that's not the way the game works usually. And it did feel like we were missing some levels, right? Just in terms of, like, the level count relative to the number that I saw online. Although, who knows, maybe that number is probably not wrong, though. It was on Stack Exchange, for Christ's sakes. If you can't trust Stack Exchange, what is this world coming to, I ask you? But, I mean, no, sure enough, it sure doesn't look like the word level exists in any of these. And it's not like Super Mario World. We're not going to find any secret exits out of these levels that lead to any places we haven't yet seen. We're just going to keep checking. Belt is telling, no? Alright, well, it said area complete. This is making me real... We'll just move on, I suppose, for the moment. Alright, so the mountaintop is the last area that we haven't looked at since the first time we were in it. And there's only 2 puzzles here. Maybe I could figure a thing out. We've been doing really well so far. Oh, I forgot about the adorable bird. Alright, lonely key is open. Box is shut and has the flag. You gotta get over there. You gotta do the thing. But skull is defeat. Oh no. But what if it wasn't, though? But what if it wasn't that thing? So... I kind of remember what we were thinking before. If it's the case that, like, we push the rock to this position, then make rock is not push anymore, then push the key to this position, then make, like, lonely rock is push, such that it's lonely rock is push. Walk through here, nothing has collision, walk above, break the lonely part, push the rock down into the water. Then we could just walk back out here and... Oh, right, okay, so I see the problems with that. I was like, wait a second, isn't that the solution? But no, you're going to have a problem with thing is push being stuck over here. Well, I guess you could just do key is push. But if you don't have both of the opens, then you're going to have an issue because you need key. Well, you don't need key and push. You don't need the key to be push and open at the same time. But you are going to have a problem with an inability to push the key, right? Because it's not push now, and if you come out here and you make it push, you're not going to be able to move past it to shove it again. How is that resolved? I mean, hold on. Let me actually do it the way I'm talking about. I shouldn't map things out loud. I should map them out on the board so that everybody can follow along. So I'm sure some people who are watching this series can just do it in their heads, but probably not everybody. Alright, so we put these together, and we go... This water is a real problem here. I think they do a really clever job in this game of getting you to associate certain objects with certain uses. Like, the rock goes into the water, right? And then playing with that later and making it not the case in clever and fascinating ways. So right, if we do key as push now, obviously I can't get over there to push the key. How do we deal with this? Don't think we can, right? So I can't push the key, and I can't get over there if the key is push, but if I do get over there while the key is not push, it doesn't help anybody. I can't... Yeah, I can't do much of anything here. So this must... That must not be the first part of the solution, because it seems like that gets you to a position where you're permanently stuck. So, with there only being one lonely, we can't make the key and the rock both push only if they're lonely simultaneously. Not that it would matter if we could. I'm wondering if there's a different way that we could set up the upper part of the puzzle here. Like this area, if it makes sense for us to try to... I mean, there's not really a lot we could do. I was saying if it makes sense to try to put some other words up in this area before we execute that thing, such that we could change the meaning somehow, but we really can't. It is actually the case that the only thing we can do up there is exactly what we did. Push enough words through to get something to this position, and then shove it over into the corner. And doing so is not going to be helpful, right? Because we could never put a word in this position. It is strange that this exists, though, right? This alcove? Why is that there? Half of my brain is looking for ways to fix the key right here problem, and half of my brain is looking for ways to avoid setting up that problem in the first place. I suppose a thing is not lonely when it is on the skull. Is that useful to us? And also we could put text on things to make them not lonely. When does that matter? Well, we certainly can't afford to put text on a thing that is in this column, right? Anything in this column is... I mean, anything that we push to here is stuck here permanently. Unless it can lose push, which the text cannot. Up here... trying to think, is there a way to make... No, there's not really a way to do anything here. Is rock? No. So we could make rock key. Or key rock. Does it help to do that? Does it help to lose an object identity? I don't think so. Because certainly stacking two of the same object on top of each other is like dubious value. I am curious though. If we... Let me test something. I think we have seen it be the case before that if we push two objects onto... Boy, what's my plan for testing this? I think we've seen it be the case before that if we push two objects onto a thing that is sync, it just obliterates both of the objects. I think. Let's test that and see if it's the case. Oh, hold on. I should probably actually put the keys on top of each other first. Oh, right. Stacking the objects gets more difficult once they're both the same object. I should probably have thought of this. It's not a big deal. You just have to do this thing first. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that my feeling is correct, that if we stack them up and then we move them onto the water together, that it does obliterate both of them. Because if I'm wrong about that, this gets a little easier. And by a little easier, I mean like 100% doable. Maybe even the maximum amount easier, in that it becomes already solved. Alright, lonely key is push. Yes, it does delete them both. Okay. And I have no ability to make myself open, and even if I did, I would have no ability to survive it, so this is not the answer. That is a shame. That would have been a really convenient thing for me to be wrong about in this situation. So we can do lonely rock is push and break that through the skull. What else can we do? We could do X is push and then, you know, with X here and then break that via the skull. Does that help anything? So like if we did, like say rock is push, and then we could do, you know, lonely key is push off of it or something. Doesn't that just make it impossible for me to move through though? Like that doesn't... I wouldn't be able to get up here to break it anyway. And there's no way to get a word into this position to come up here and complete a phrase rather than breaking a phrase. You know, I don't see it. We're gonna go look at the other one, because we're running a little out of time here. Let me make sure that I am... Oh, this nightmare. Okay. The door is shut. The door has my flag. I need that flag. That's my win flag. So we must... Lonely Baba is defeat. We must get the key to the door, presumably using a bridge of these rocks, although of course once we get the rocks out into a bridging state, it's no longer possible to move them around. We can't get them out of the bridging state, so that's going to become an issue. Also worth noting, the door is push, so the door and the key can never be on top of each other anyway. That seems like a problem. Well, the key is not push, though. We do not push the key to the door. We do the other way around. But how do we do the other way around? Top left Baba can make a bridge that goes down to the thing with the door. But we cannot do that in such a way that we get... Yeah, that doesn't actually help. there's still no way to bring the door to the key. Like, once the rocks are laid down to form the bridge, we can't ever take them back out of the bridging state. So we can get to the door and we can get to the key, but we can't do anything with them once we have them. Well, these have to be in the same place, right? That feels a little clumsy. Okay. Now we make rock is not push, and we can get across to the things, but we can't move the rocks anymore, or we run out of ability for Baba to be... And with the phrase rock is push in the position that it's in, if we went up and we got the words rock is push, we could... We can't actually shove them across the gap. If we could get them across the gap, if we could get them to the other side of the puzzle, then we could use them to shove the door across enough at least. But that's not doable, right? Because, like, in order for me to get rock is push over to where you could get a hold of it, I'd have to be able to push the words... I'd have to be able to push the words like 6 tiles, right? Rock has to make it all the way over to here. No, actually, rock has to make it all the way over to here, because we have to get them all on the left side of the door. The door right there. I guess the door could be right here to start with, so we'd only have to get the rock into this column. The word rock. So that's definitely not possible, but also maybe the only thing that would work. How would we make that possible? If we could... Oh no, key and door is pushed. The key is totally pushed. What is going on with my brain? Okay, so that's 100% the answer, although I have made it impossible by pushing the word rock upward once. Alright, so we do this, then we have to go get the words, and I can, in fact, shove the key across the gap. The syncing is going to be a problem, though. Right, we're going to have to figure that out. Alright, one problem at a time. Let me retrieve additional words. So, wait, is that a problem I could have avoided? Yeah, just don't push the word rock into the tile that the door is in. But no, the key is in that tile. That's not actually avoidable. Damn it. Oh no, they're in... Yeah, that's right. The blocks are in different rows, though. Oh, this is annoying. This puzzle sucks. This might be easier if I bring push down first. Hate having... I don't know, I've probably never mentioned this before, because it doesn't really come up all that much, but I don't much care for having multiple bodies. But with the key and door both being push, if only one of them was push, the puzzle's doable. With them both being push, it's not, right? Because you can't push them onto each other. Like when I try this, it's gonna... Oh, right, open and shut works different than weak does. That's right. All of the rules have these little inconsistencies. Things that are stop and... I don't know if we've ever actually had a case where where the thing that was open and the thing that was shut were both push before, though. In my eventual belated defense, it's always been that one of them was stop, right? So it was kinda sorta reasonable for me to think that wouldn't work, maybe. Hopefully that makes clear why I'm always trying things, even when I think they won't work, though. This is the same puzzle? A door's not pushed this time. But it's not a big difference. Wait, how do I definitely just did this. How did I do it? How did I push the rock once it was in this space? So we definitely can't push the phrase rock is... Oh, I moved the whole phrase down once. That's right. Okay, then we make... Actually, it might be easiest to bring push down first. No, I have to bring rock down first. Okay, so we do have to just do this. The door's not stop or anything. Oh, you know what? It is a problem. Well, I guess not. I was gonna say it's a problem because now we can't even push the key over far enough for it to be manipulable. But that's not true. Because I can just sacrifice the rightmost Baba. I can push so hard that the rightmost Baba is annihilated and it will be fine. This is actually easier. Oh, no, wait. That's not... Hey, I was right. Oh, right, except for that part. And there's no way to desync their movement on this one. I can't get the rock back. So pulling the rock down here will absolutely kill me. And I can't push the thing where it needs to go, not because of the, not because of the fact that I don't have enough space to move to do it, but because doing it kills both of the Babas. But the key definitely does need to get over one more tile, or else we can't do this. I'm trying to think, is there a way... Is there a way to... Could we come up with a way to desync the Baba's column? We'd have to have something braced against one of the edges of the map to push up against, which we cannot have. We don't really have a lot of spare objects, I'm sure you're noticing. We cannot go and retrieve any of the rocks, because attempting to push any of the rocks anywhere kills whichever Baba we try it with. Yeah, we just don't have a thing to press against to change our relative positions. If we... There are only 2 spaces to the west of this group of tiles. But no, I needed the rocks to cross here. And this Baba does have to get down here. I was trying to think if there was ever a point in the puzzle during which we could have pushed some... Like, if we could afford to push the 2 rocks over to here... Well, actually, that wouldn't even let us readjust our position, though, because this Baba would be here, and then when we pressed left to get them a little closer together, this Baba would run off the world. So actually, that method of readjusting our positions doesn't even work in this case, because there's dead space on all 4 sides of the safe floor. And it's not possible for us to mess with the definitions, is it? The way things are set up, it looks like... It looks like no. They were careful to They were careful to not allow us to press anything over to here. And this Baba can't even get any words, so there's nothing we can do there. If we were to... Let's see, if we were to use... Could we make rock his flag his win? If we were to use the rocks to push objects across... No. Because we'd have to be able to push a thing to here and a thing to there. And I think this is 3 spaces. So we would need, at minimum, 6 objects to push with. Which we do not have. Because remember, we also have to get stuff across here. So we have to sacrifice some number of objects, pushing the words over to there. But I do wonder if it's some definitional trickery around the edge of the puzzle somehow, rather than this thing, because this thing does seem to be flat impossible. Well, I think I will ponder it. I'm a little bummed out that we didn't make a lot of progress here in the mountaintop, but it would be hard to be too upset with the episode as a whole. I think we got a lot done here. So that is going to be it for us for right now. Thank you all so much for watching, and sorry that thing ended up being so late in the day. You know, sometimes life outside of video games is a thing that demands attention. When you come back next time, tomorrow, for the final episode of the week, I cannot promise you that we will make it any further on the mountaintop, but we sure have lots of other puzzles left to look at. And we'll see you then.